just flying over you. I can hear him. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Boom, baby. Boom. Rise and shine. It's your morning marijuana motivation time. Except for this morning, I'm a normal human being with his mask off and as frustrated as anyone that's had an argument with their lover in the morning or isn't really good at relationships or better yet has been working on himself to not be part of the hate, not be part of the anger, and yet there's a part of my life that still has hate, anger, resentment, fights, and misunderstands. I would like to announce that I do still have a temper and that I still have mistakes inside me, and I'm not the nicest human being as a saint should be. Head over eight. I think it's like the plague of human beings, you know? Frustration. Let me get my Roken vape out and smoke my way through this morning. 15% off at Roken Vapes when you mention Saints Addiction. Cartridges sold separately. DM me. And then it'd be a travesty to be like, boom, baby, boom. And I'm just on the fuck, baby, fuck. Frustrated mornings. Love to sit here and pretend like every morning was blessed with perfection. And I think that's the scary part is now Halloween's really over. And we got a new crazy president. And not everything glitters as gold. I know I've got news for everybody, bro. You can have the hottest chick and she'll be crazy. You could have most nicest chick and she could be lazy. You could have somebody that works just as good as you. I told you I just started the show. Look, they're even not even stopping. And look, I just started the show. They were supposed to be here yesterday, and yet it still happens. You can wait till it's quiet and then start the show, and a jet will fly over. You can start harnessing your chi, and the garbage truck will pull up right down the street. It has no business being there. They were all here yesterday. Is at the stop sign being loud. And this is the experience that I have. Frustrations, noises, things not going your way. Nails on a chalkboard, if you will. It happens to us all, man. I'm not above it all. You know, I would be a fucked up show to be like, yeah, man, every time. Woo! I'm not really that gung ho. It's more of a fight. A fight for my mentality, clarity, and less confusion. It's like, am I interpreting something and then internalizing it and then inspecting it? So it's a weird internalization. If you're going to take things offensively, then you're going to be offended. If you're going to take things constructively, then you might be under construction. If you're supposed to take out the trash yesterday, then what the fuck are you doing here, and why are you still at a stop sign just waiting? You know? Like, is that not just the weirdest shit you've ever seen in your life? Just a full-on trash can on trash day in the middle, like, of a stop sign. Like, that's even legal? Why do I feel like this guy's gonna come back and do some shit? Weird, right? Like, oh, finally, see, a car had to get out. Like, why are you staying there? I live here, bro. Why is a garbage truck parked out front on the day off? Right. Suspect shit, bro. And you gotta know when you're being sus and a suspect behavior, if your behavior is justified or suspect, There's a weight inside of all of us to interpret it. Is my heart good or bad? Do I have my halo on, or does my horns come out of the halo? Um, I don't know. I've seen might be right before. I've seen people be loud when they should just fucking leave me alone. I've seen people be quiet when they should have spoken up. And since history writes itself and time passes by, the decision's already be made, so we can't go backwards and see what would have happened if you spoke up or what would have happened if you shut up, right? Well, the measure of action versus inaction, I'm always of action. I'm always thinking action is the number one solution for regret. So if you put some energy into it, something has to change, right? It's just like an experiment. Like I put baking powder, so it had to be a volcano, right? And I mean, I don't know, man. I don't have all the answers. Lord knows I'm not perfect, so that's why I don't want to put on airs. I do the show because I'm regimented. I'm very disciplined like that, but not all people are as disciplined as me. You know what I mean? Some people embrace their lazy. Some people embrace their lives. Some people don't like change. Most of us don't like change, but they don't want to embrace and drive change. They don't want to change the way they look, their physical bodies, their mentality, their habits. And I think that's a scary place to be. If we're going to take the mask off, I think just staying at one position is the scariest thing you can do in your life. So I always put max force and mice forza. Maybe it's too much. Maybe it's not enough, you know? Some people, they only try one step once and they walk away from the dance. And then you can watch somebody do the flamingo and you know, like, how many times did they step on each other's toes till it was a perfect dance? We look at the outcomes, we don't see the productions. I'm literally applying for how many Fortune 500 VC angel investor companies, and they're all thorough. They're all people around the world that are looking for a competitive edge, seeing something new on the scene, and then after you did the work, come sprinkle their money on it and be like, "Look at the capital we raised," And you're just like, that's what they're doing. When you sell an invention, they're buying your genius. They're buying your baby. Everything that you were absorbed with and focused on is now owned by them, and all the profits are owned by them. They'll pay you out to own your gold mine. And I have a gold mine that I don't want bought out. You know what I mean? I don't want people to. Um, I'm trying to get the sun out of my face. I don't want to sell my dream, you know? Well, I mean, eventually we can sell the whole company, but not my personal dream, not my personal brands, not my mindset. That's not up for sale. So, you can, we're all playing the game the way we want to, but the results are our own. So I suggest not taking things personally. This is a personal suggestion, but, the four agreements say not to take anything personally. That would be huge. And I will tell you to exercise often and watch your diet. I think any smart doctor can tell you that, you know. But I mean, I can't gauge your reactions. I can't gauge who you are and how you play the game. And every one of us has a position on the field. And some of us are a hustler. Some of us are slow boating. Some of us are missing our shots. And whether we like it or not, it's clocked. It's like a more than algorithm. What's the thing that it's statistics, and that's what they do in the NBA. They don't want to hear about your knee, your back, your problems at home. How many rebounds did you average last year? Yeah. I've never been asked so many times for my LinkedIn profile in my life. It's like I've been reduced to this one profile that got hacked a while back, and someone was like, "Oh, you're from LA?" I'm like, "I'm not from LA. I'm from Vegas." It says LA on your thing, because Home Chick hacked my shit, turned me into a Ukrainian woman that was in biotech. Like, why would you spend so much time to redo my page to be something that it's not? My people aren't going to be knowing I mean, everyone I messaged before knows who was messaging them before, and then all of a sudden it's a girl that has a medical degree from Los Angeles, but Ukrainian. Like, couldn't be so weird. But that's all of us. All of us are hoping that the deal of the century falls on our lap, that all we have to do is invest, that we won't have to work at anything, not like you have to work at a relationship or work at your fitness or work on your mentality. Now, it'd be nice if AI handled it all, but it only goes so far. AI can't fix your personal problems. AI ain't gonna make a decision in your love life. Shit, AI ain't gonna be in the bed with you. And there we are, still having to exist no matter how much technology is out there, still having to gauge ourselves no matter how many smartwatches there are, still having to be ourselves no matter how many masks we wear. Halloween's fucking over. And now fucking seasons have changed, and I want to be a part of that change. I want to be part of the health. And see all my friends flying back to Koh Chang. They're all going back to Thailand. Every one of them, flight, flight, flight. See you there, see you there. Been here since October, and I'm here in Pittsburgh, having arguments in the morning, trying to get the most out of the sunshine before it gets cold and dark again. My mentality is that I could go anywhere I want to be on the planet, and I don't really, not really ready to leave, but some things are gotta change, Some things you just gotta change. Some people don't want to change, some people don't want to grow, but I do. I want to learn every day, listening to audiobooks, applying with investors. I was like, I'm gonna add this whole people. Why not? Why not? There's so many people out there in the world. Why not add them and bring them into my team, or be a part of their team? Or meet people that are fucking worldwide and get different ideas, man. Can you make it to our Austin summit? Can you make it to our San Francisco summit? Can you make it to our New York summit? Yes, I can. Willing and able. And that was the difference. My attitude towards things was like, okay, if I keep my attitude, I can veg on it, right? I can eat it all up. I can fixate on it. What's the thing called when you gluttony? When you just overdo it. Let me put this down so I can finish my stretches. I could do that too. I could do let me just eat all my emotions all day. By the time the day goes by, all that 6 hours of being overly emotional, overeating, and not stretching and not exercising, now it's gone. By the time I need that energy later in the day, or that endorphins, or the feel good juice inside of us, that we have the juice to get it outside of us, right? Motivated juice, get it? Oh my god, I was blowing my knee. This fucking knee hurts so fucking bad, bro. Man, I gotta exercise these demons. But that's it. I don't want to sit. I don't want to hold. I only got one life to live, and why not move as fast as possible? You know, that's what it's all about in life. Just fucking moving and doing and challenging and taking chances. For sure, not holding the same position, because I'm thinking that that's where, again, what is it called? Not convenience is where your dreams go to die, but comfort. Comfort zone's a great place to kill a dream, And I'd like to be at least once in my life invested in, with full venture capitalists and people making sure that our books are right and that we're doing things right and that we're creating something to invest in, right? You know what I mean? Fuck's sakes. Gotta, oh yeah, squirrel it up. Build something that can be bought out and then sell it for all the money. $100 million. And that's what I want for app in an hour, video in an hour, and site in an hour. Built a team, international AI team, and they're all fantastic people. We're all out there to fucking get it how we live. So, as I grow this business and I learn about business and I learn about finance and investors and angels and VCs and all these other crazy things I never thought I would know about, now I know, because I stretched myself into those zones and been spending like the last 2-3 weeks straight on just looking for investors, looking for investors, looking for investors. Buy into this idea. So see, we can make it into something. I can't wait to have video in an hour with all these customers just humming and bumming. 10,000 customers, my goal. That's 150 grand a month. Could you imagine making 6+ figures a month? I've never made money like that before. You know, would it change me? Does that mean my perspective changes? Does my mood lighten? I know rich people that still complain before they eat. They don't even fucking pray. They just fucking scarf, 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 scarf. And it's like, did you even taste your food, bro? You know, and the different approach. You know, some people, that's how they roll it, bro. Some people, they're just fucking heathens. I fucking me. You know, they don't have anything to be grateful for, so they complain about everything, and yet they have everything. And I know people that have nothing that are happier. How is that possible? I'll wait. Then again, I won't. And life won't either. It's not waiting for us to fucking figure it out. But I keep putting the shirt, figure it out. You're gonna have to figure it out. You have to figure out you. That's it. To thy own self be true. Like, are you money motivated? Are you sex motivated? Are you drug motivated? There's a lot of that Saints addiction truth that I had to come real with, bro. I'm like, fuck. Okay, well, shit. If I chase the hookers and I chase the blow and I chase the fucking Vegas life, then I already know. I already know the outcome. Feel really good for the weekend. Feel destroyed for the week. I couldn't do it anymore, bro. I stopped celebrating that way, right? You know, that I'd be on a cruise ship with cocaine, getting arrested in Ensenada, or that I'd be, what was the other one? Oh, going to another club, pocket full of fucking ecstasy pills and getting popped and still trying to put them in my sock. You know what I mean? I can flood you with the audacity of my life and the outcomes, but why bore you? We all got a life to live. We all got something to do. And that's the plan, is actually do something. You know, get it going. And morning. And just like that, busy on a life. They won't even notice that you're alive. So this is it, bro. This is your only life. You can engage it. You can fear it. You can be like afraid of it. Call it what you want, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna launch faceless porn. I'm gonna launch fucking motivated juice. I'm gonna launch fucking, what else are we doing? Home small, even without investors. It's been that way the whole time. We're already working on it, and you know, let the fucking rest of them sit still and live in worry and live in fear and come up with excuses and not change at all. You can play it that way. I'm not playing it that way. I'm up every morning. Good morning. I'm not playing it slow. I'm getting myself up every morning and playing it all the way. I'm adding every person at these places. What's the next one called? And Neeson and Deason. There's like a whole Horowitz. I'm like, I wish my last name was Andesen and Horowitz. I wish I was Ben Horowitz and Mark Andesen, and I could just fucking play around on Twitter. But for the first time, actually reach them. Fuck it, mask off. Right? Like, I already added these guys. Like, what are you guys are about? You know what I mean? Like, let's see what you're doing online. And Elon Musk was right. They don't have any commercials for Tesla, but now you can pitch them. You know, can you pitch a billionaire anywhere else in the world? No, you wouldn't even get it past the front yard. You won't even get past the dryer next door. This are these things, and I refuse to let them stop me. You know, regardless of my mood or my attitude or how everything else are happening, I gotta stay on my diet. That's right. I gotta stay on me. You know, I don't punish me because something went bad during the day. I don't punish myself because, or my partners because something's not going my way. If anything, I just stopped arguing. I stopped getting frustrated. I could see it. We're reading it. It was like, do people break up because someone's a clumsy partner? Well, they'll be like, well, shit, dude, if this one clumsy partner breaks my fucking 100-inch screen TV, might be a motherfucking problem. And the other girl's like, I've counted over 15 grand in damages from my ex, and it's just fucking high blood pressure, stress, and added stress I didn't need. So does the person get a pass, or are they clumsy? You tell me. How many times do you let the kicker miss the kick? I don't know. But the second time, you start looking at them different, don't you? And that's all of us. All of us looking at each other different, judging each other. What are they wearing? How are they walking? How are they talking? Boom, baby, boom. And you're going to find that a lot of people are talking crazy now, you know? Bringing old terms up like slavery, right? And racism still exists. People get judgmental and pissed. Don't get it twisted. Take the mask off. I'm watching it. Look what the posts look like. A little more uptick in talking shit. And now we already know what it's going to be about. Things we can't control. Eagles in the nest. Wow. Everywhere I go, I can see the sun is shining. Everywhere I go, I see people smiling. I wish I was an ambassador for everyone, that my mentality would work. But for some people, it's too harsh. I'm like Elliot, you know what I mean? He's like, oh, you're fat? Well, maybe because you want to be like that. Right. You know what I mean? Like, he pulled the guy up on stage and he said, lift up your shirt. And the dude said, yeah. And he said, are you okay with that? He's like, no. He said, obviously you are because you are that way. It's like, oh man, that's harsh, you know? And it's truth. It's like if you really cared, if you were really in control, would it be that way? Odds are it wouldn't. And that's what it is. The idea that we can fundamentally change or fundamentally keep following the same shit over and over, digging our own hole, expecting different results. And that's just insanity to me. Absolute insanity. So I refuse. Oh, my knees. I refuse to lose. I refuse to stop. I refuse to fucking give myself any excuses. It's time to move forward. Thailand's the next stop. I can feel it. I can feel the warmth. I can taste the food. I can start speaking Thai. I can feel it. So I got the welcome message this morning from my friends. They're like, Coach Hong, miss you, waiting for you. I said, I'll be right there, you know? And that's my plan, is to be right there. Y'all be there. Y'all be there skinny too. Not eating. You see it? You see it? Yeah, deep fasting. 6 p.m., bro. That's hard. Almost 7 p.m. not eating all day. You give it a try. Now try it for 2 days. Now try it for a week. Now try rising and shining and catching the sunrise every morning. That's what I'm talking about. I cleared off my phone, but I must have had like 30 different sunrises, and I was going to put them in a collage and be like, bam. I might still do that if I had more time, but I put my time on grind, hustle, and flow, and just being like, come on, man, it's got to be something I want to grow, and that's my businesses and all my shirt ideas out there, and meeting up with Mark Echo, and I'm missing SEMA right now, the fucking convention. That's me. That's it. That's what's happening. So, fuck. So many things. You can only be one place at once. You can only make one decision once, and your reaction is what the rest of it'll be like. Isn't that fucking crazy? You get one shot at making one reaction, and that's your whole shot. Maybe for the whole day. So it takes us some heed to be like, okay, maybe some of this stuff's more important. Thank you. Maybe my mood is identifying my mood and controlling my mood is more important than being moody. Maybe my anger will teach me. Maybe if I don't get frustrated, it won't share that vibration with other people. What if I bite my tongue and let it ride? Do I have to be a stickler to everything that's wrong? Who am I, Captain Red Pin? Is that what it is? Is this Captain Red Pin and I make no mistakes? The red pin's got to go on me too. I don't know if you guys ever used to watch the show. It was called Nip Tuck. It was on FX. I used to watch it religiously. It was about Miami doctors, plastic surgeons. And one of the girls was a 10. And if she wasn't a 10, she was an 11 or a 12. And then all of a sudden, right, I don't know what's up with my neighbors, smoking cigarettes, pulling up, their fucking cars loud. It's like living in an apartment. But I wanted to get this over to you. He literally drew on her body with a red marker, a Sharpie, and marked all the places he would fix her, nip and tuck, and she was already a 10. So imagine, if you're a 5, 6, 7, there's always room for improvement. What if you're already a 10? What if I'm already the best, Kobe Bryant? Yeah, you can always do better, right? And I think that's the goals of life, is to always do better. Strive for, for perfection, but for the better you version of you, the one that responds better or acts better or knows better, like our parents used to tell us, better, you know better than to smoke cigarettes and flick them at your neighbor's area, better, let your dog shit on the front lawn of someone else, you know better than to act that way that you've been acting, but you keep letting it out of frustration or exhaustion, or maybe just because of anger. The whole halt system makes you halt. You have to stop. If you're hungry, horny, angry, lonely, or tired, that's the whole halt system. And that's it. All those things, that's it. If you're any of those 5 things right there, 4 things, bro, you need to halt yourself. You need to stop and pause. Pause for the cause. Pause your vibration. Pause all the frustration that you can for as long as you can, because outlying frustration, right? Being noisy, being angry only gets you more anger. And this is a deeper philosophy, because it's like, think about this as Martin Luther King saying, I want peaceful resistance. Mahatma Gandhi, peaceful resistance. That's what I did with Saints Anarchy, was the peaceful resistance. I don't want us to burn down the schools. I want us to re-improve the schools. I don't want prisons to just disappear. I want us to improve our prison system, right? And same for homelessness, make them homes full. I heard there's 28 empty homes for every single homeless person out in the world right now, or in America. Can you imagine? I looked around and all the top spots, these attics, these 3rd floors, empty. It kind of creeped me out. And I'm like, what's up there? Probably storage shit, probably a room for someone to sleep. But we would let a dog sleep out. We wouldn't let a dog sleep outside, but we'll watch humans do it all the time. Error in our ways, things we can control, decisions that we make. I get it. Maybe you don't want a homeless person in your house. I get it. You can control a dog more than you can control a human. Maybe that is what it is. Maybe we don't want to lose control in love, in life, and finances. We're just like, oh no, I'm tight with every dollar. I never get a soda. They're $3. They're overpriced. They're $5. That's me. I don't like spending money on sodas, knowing that they're 25 cents in water and juice and syrup. That's all it is. It's like popcorn. It's the most fucking coffee, the most overpriced shit that we consume. Popcorn, coffee, and fucking, what's the last one I just said? Soda, right? Fucking hell, Coca-Cola is a billion, not $1 trillion company worldwide, filling us full of sugar water, bro. Stop it. But there we are, hand over fist, buying it. $3, $4, $5, and who's gonna stop you from getting your soda? It's what you want, right? And you'll be damned if you're gonna be stopped. The price ain't gonna stop you. The sugar killing your teeth ain't gonna stop you. The gut processing it isn't gonna stop you. No one can stop you. And then I was like, then I couldn't stop myself. And there was the self-discipline, that if I can't stop myself in an argument, then I lack self-control. We look for it in manhood, like that's the way you're a team leader. Like you lead illogically, you lead disrespectfully, and then you'll lead with your might and not be right. People aren't going to follow you. Simple put, we're looking for people that can control the fire that's inside them. can use it like a combustion engine. I'm talking like full vector thrust fucking Raptor fucking engines. This could be you lifting off every morning. But you're probably still on this watching, so I want you to get off of it. That's been my 30 minutes of shine. And get back to my workout and get back to my mind. But fuck, man, time, mind, and action, such a difficult process for a human being, and I don't have all the answers either. So go be free. And as always, peace and love. Touching this heart, it still works, thankfully. Island hopping and Chigathon. That means goodbye, but not forever in Finnish. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, and subscribe. The other side of your fear, the other side of your excuses, the other side of the world, because that's where I'll be. Peace.